Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the BNI Sunshine Coast podcast called the Referral Wave. My name's Tony Cross, and by day, my business is Drive Connect, and I'm in the BNI Business Sunrise chapter at Alex. But today, I'm joined by none other than Stretan from Aussie Home Loans, and Stretan hails out of the BNI CBD chapter. Welcome, Stretan.
Thanks, Tony. Nice to be involved.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So look, tell me, how did you get started in BNI?
Well, I moved to the coast probably 4 or 5 years ago, and no contacts, no friends, no nothing. um, so I had to look for avenues of trying to get, networks established and contacts and referral partners. Luckily, I had a friend in Sydney who's part of a big chapter in BNI in Sydney and recommended for me to do that. So I started searching and went along to as a visitor to a couple of chapters that other people invited me to. And then once I visited those chapters, I thought, yeah, this is for me. I can see how good it works and how the process works, and I like the structure. And so I went and approached the area manager to joining a chapter. But unfortunately, my seat, like a lot of seats in the BNI world, get taken up very quickly, particularly in the finance power sphere. Mortgage broker is one that goes pretty quick. So there was nowhere for me to go and join. And it was probably 18 months
Oh, really?
before Andrew from CBD reached out, thanks to Leanne. So they do keep you on board and keep you in the back of your mind if you're interested. He reached out to come along for a visit. So I went along for a visit to the chapter at one of their meetings, and I think there was 3 or 4 other mortgage brokers, or 3 or 4 in total on the day. And after the meeting, I liked the chapter, I liked the structure, I liked how the meetings were run, and I thought, yeah, I can see this working for me. And that's how I got involved. I applied and was accepted. I think they had 1 or 2 other applications for mortgage broker as well. But you've got to your approach and how you look at things and how you get involved, I think, is a big factor in benefiting from BNI.
Yep. Yeah. No, correct. Look, and it's good that you visited a few chapters and went around the place to have a look. As you said, mortgage broker is very highly sort of contested seat. Everyone wants it. So anyway, it was good that you stuck around and waited. So that said, tell us a little bit about Aussie Home Loans and what you do and the services that you provide for people.
Yeah, no worries. Well, what I do is I provide finance and finance solutions for customers looking to purchase homes, looking for investment purchases, self-managed super funds, anything to involve regarding home loans, debt consolidation, accessing your equity to do a reno, accessing your equity to buy an investment property. Car finance can do that side of it as well, debt consolidation. So pretty involved. And the good thing is it's so satisfying. It's a job that you ride the highs and lows with the customers, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
definitely. Yeah.
Particularly when you're dealing with first home buyers who don't have experience and need guidance. And it's really satisfying at the end when they do get their first home or someone buys their first purchase. The other satisfying part of it is, when I do a loan health check for someone in a year or two, and you look at what they're on and you save them $500 a month, like what I was talking about this morning, you put that into perspective. How much does $500 a month mean to you? How does that change, your life a little bit? $500 a month is $6,000 a year over a 30-year loan term. That's $180,000 you save on your home loan just by talking to a broker.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, we caught up this morning. Obviously, I visited your chapter, but those stats were amazing that you managed to save those people 180 grand over the term of their loan.
Yeah.
I'm sure people, oh, well, no one would sit there and go, I don't want to save $500. But then when you work, then when you moved on and then it sticks and it's 180, you're thinking, bloody hell, for some people, can be nearly 4 years work.
I've had customers where I've saved them $800. So put that into perspective.
Hell,
Because banks are like Telstra. They'll never approach you for it to give you a better deal unless you approach them.
yeah,
So if you have a good broker that does the right thing and calls you once a year, does a loan health checks what rate you're on, make sure it's competitive, and then checks the equity and just gives you some options every 12 months or where they're sitting or if there's better options. 0.25% of a rate decrease on a $500,000 loan over 30 years is about $110 a month saving.
yeah, yeah, no,
So
it's crazy.
these people have saved $500. You can tell how much different their rate was compared to what it
Yeah,
is currently at the moment. So there's lots of satisfaction in saving someone that money, getting someone into a home, or even freeing up more cash for them by refinancing, consolidating some debts. And then I had one last week, for example, saved them $300 by consolidating their debts, got them $50,000 cash out, got them a lower rate, and saved them $300 a month in repayments.
yeah. So, this morning you said your ideal referral was someone, whether they had a broker, a bank, or otherwise, but your ideal referral was to just get that loan health check, wasn't it? You know,
Correct. Yeah.
you might have a broker, but is your broker doing the right thing by you?
Yeah. And I come across a lot of customers um, where the brokers get lazy, unfortunately, or they don't want to look at a loan because of the size of it. It's not big enough for them. But like BNI, you can't look at it that way because you don't know who they know.
Yeah.
So if you treat everyone the same, and I do, whether they're a $10,000 cash out for the time being or they're $1 million loan, I treat everyone the same, and a good broker should be doing that, and they shouldn't be biased to what the loan amount is, and they should be looking after their customers every year.
No, you're 100% correct because you're right. You just never know who that person's
Yeah.
talking to. You know what I mean? If I had been sitting in there and my broker wasn't looking after me and I'd heard you say that, and then, you'd be dirty, wouldn't you? You'd be filthy to think that, you know,
A
maybe there was
little
some,
bit.
maybe there were some people walked out of there this morning going with going to chase down their loan providers. You might have got everyone on the ball. Hey, look, can you tell me a bit about how you use BNI and networking in BNI, to accommodate your business, as far as referrals go?
Yeah, look, the best example, Tony, is what I say to people. When you're in that meeting and when we have visitors, say you've got 30 members in there all at the meeting. And the way I view those members is like my staff, so to speak, obviously, not in a financial way, but you've got 30 people that are looking out for you to try and get your business and grow your business. If you put that in monetary terms, for example, 30 members at 100K each, that's $3 million in wages.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, no, no, you're right. I chuckle because I've done a few of these now, and everyone has the same sort of philosophy, but I've never had anyone to put it to me like that. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you're 100% right.
it's 100%, and that's the best way to look at it. You got 30 people working for you, marketing for you, word of mouth, which is the best advertising,
Yep.
and then it's just using that BNI experience and those members by educating them. When we do our 45-second presentations, educating them to find you the best referrals and what your ideal referrals um, and yeah, that's how I use BNI is, and obviously being prompt with your communication. One a referral is passed to you. I mean, all those training things we do and the exercises, it's inbuilt, but it's good to go over it. So you've got to make sure that you're visible. And the important thing is being credible, that you do what you say you're going to do, charge what you're going to charge, follow up on people, and doesn't matter that it's someone referring to you. You should treat everyone the same, whether it's your daughter, your son, your relative, or a friend referring a friend. Treat everyone the same, and you'll always be successful. And people will see that as credible, and will always recommend you. And if you're starting out, it's such a good way. Because when I came up here, I went and did the hard yards and hopped in the car, drove to every real estate, drove to every accountant, drove to all those businesses knocking on doors to introduce myself, and come into an established big market like the Sunny Coast. Everyone's already established or already have their networks. So I had to think of other things and how I could establish those referral networks, and certainly BNI, yeah, helps me by by making those relationships with the people there, being trustworthy, but also giving them referrals. So if you go to the meeting and you think, oh, I'm just going to go to one meeting, visit, and I'm going to get heaps of business, it doesn't work that way, because you don't pass the visibility and the credibility test.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so
No.
I mainly focus on that, and I focus on my communication and being prompt when someone does refer someone to me, and I think everyone in the BNI chapter does that as well.
Yeah. No. No. Well said. Now, looking at your BNI journey so far, how have you used BNI to solve any sort of problems within your own business, or you know, what I mean, because a lot of people use services and everything within your own BNI. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I haven't had any. My problem was contacts and
Yeah.
referrals. So
Really.
obviously that was solved by joining and being part of the team. Getting involved. I mean, I was 3 weeks into joining, and the vice president left. We had a few people leave the chapter, so I put my hand up to be more involved within the chapter. But I can see, and I say to other people there, the people that you have in that room, there's such a wealth of knowledge, and there's different people that are experts in different fields. So not because of their service, but because they've been in business. So you might have a guy that's really hands-on and really good with marketing. So if you have a marketing problem, you can go and approach someone in the group and raise it and see if they can help you. Or someone might be good with administration. Someone might be good with, reading numbers for you, all that. So any problem that you can think of, 100% there'll be someone in that room that's experienced it, or will be able to guide you down the right path to speak to someone. So the other good thing with BNI, it's like a best practice as well. And, working from home, like myself as a mobile broker, getting out and having contact with people and having that avenue or that scope to, do best practice and run things by other people ideas, or, see what works, what doesn't work. I think that's the problem solving within BNI.
Yeah, no, no, 100% correct. And a lot of times, if you can't find it in that chapter, there's something in the chapter down the road too. And especially in your chapter, you've got people in there like Caitlin, who's been around BNI for a long time. So, I mean, quite often in chapters, there's someone who's been there for a while that knows, everyone basically, isn't there?
Yeah, well, that's how good BNI is. I mean, she's second generation BNI.
Yeah, 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 correct. Yeah, yeah. No, we've had Caitlin on before. It's a fantastic story. All right, let's talk about when it comes to your experience in BNI and your referrals and everything. Have you had any standout ones that come to mind?
I've had a couple, but the one that stands out to me most. So at my age, being a UE candidate, social media and all that. I mean, yes, I'm involved, but I wasn't big on it. So when I started mortgage broking, I set up my own Aussie um, Aussie site, and also with LinkedIn and all that. And I didn't quite believe in Facebook and all that. And one of my members who's moved up here from far New South Wales was still a part of a community chat group down near Ballina.
Yep.
Someone was looking for a mortgage broker on that chat, and the member recommended myself, and yeah, I got a lead, which I never thought I would out of Facebook, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that stands out for me and certainly changed my mind, how I view social media. I
Yeah.
still participate and post, but for a long time there was no leads from that, but having your members vouch for you really stands out for me.
Yeah, you see that a bit now. It's getting more and more popular, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
you see someone will have a post on a community board and and everyone will get on there and tag that person and refer them that way. So look, and it's good. It shows that there's a lot of people that have trust and faith in what you do, especially given your sector that you're in. It's arguably the biggest decision a lot of people make, isn't it? So you want someone
yeah,
that's
it involves
trustworthy, going to be there with you.
a lot of money, and um, yeah, it's very very close to the heart for a lot of people, and it's their life as well. So
Yeah.
you got to make sure you're doing the right thing and looking after people.
All right. So someone's watching this podcast, and whether they're a new member or thinking about joining or something, what's the one bit of advice that you would give them about in joining BNI?
Well, definitely, if you're looking to form relationships, and I think that's another important part of the BNI ethos. I think forming those relationships with your members and the trust, that's your number one priority. You can't go there just for one meeting or a couple of meetings or just turn up when you want. You've got to be involved. So the structure with BNI, I think, is good for people because it gives you a structure, what to stick to and how to get the best out of it. Um, but you can't go there expecting after one or two visits to, depending on your profession and the service, trades I could probably understand. Um, but with things like, $500,000 journeys and financial advice and other things like that, it's probably a little bit more involved. And you've got to build that trust. So you can't go in there thinking after one sitting in a meeting that things are just going to fly in for you. You've got to do some hard yards. You've got to talk to people. You've got to gain their trust. You've got to educate them on what you do and how you do it, and how they can help you too. But also how you can help them. So if you help them first, I think that's the first part of it. If you help them first, you'll find that the help will come your way as well. So yeah, just think forming those relationships and building that trust with people would be my advice
Yeah.
for anyone that's looking to join or just joined.
Yeah, no, 100% correct. It's all about the journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a sprint in most cases. So look, what's next for Stratton and Aussie Home Loans? What's happening in your business in the future?
Well, look, our sector changes all the time. Unfortunately, the lenders don't change with the times. I think we need another royal commission into the finance industry to get them moving. Um, but look, with Aussie, um, we've done some really market leading enhancements for what we do. So, for example, Aussie are the only aggregator that have a mobile app. So you can download this app. You can get free credit reports. You can get free property reports. You can track your equity in your property. There's so many things, borrowing calculators, repayment calculators, all from an app.
Yeah,
No
right.
other no other aggregator has that. So I've been concentrating with people that I talk to download it,
Yeah,
to help them and make it easier for them. Um, and I find that people enjoy the app and it's easy to use. And the other thing I was actually talking about it today is I was thinking of building a separate platform to generate leads online for me, apart from the Aussie platform as well. So I'm just investigating that at the moment to try and generate some more leads and help people solve their home purchases and their loan problems,
yeah, fantastic.
and
Now with that
save
app,
them money, save them money
yeah,
at the
it's
same time.
saving money. With that app, do you have to be a customer?
No.
No, no. So you can just go on the App Store and download it.
Yeah, yeah. I've even got my own QR link that links the mobile app to me. So when you download it, if you make an inquiry, it'll send the inquiry directly to me.
Yeah, right.
But you can actually just go on the Aussie website and search for me, a broker,
Yeah.
And you can even make appointments from the app. You can refer friends from the app. You can, yeah, it's really good. It's quite unique in the industry and really exciting.
Well, now that you've said that, I'm going to skip a question and I'm going to
Yeah.
go on to which was ultimately the last one. Where people get in touch with you and do that. So while we're talking about websites and apps and everything, if we want to download the app that's linked to you, where are we finding that?
You can just go on the Aussie website.
Yep.
The app will be on there.
Yep. Okay.
You can reach out to me myself through Facebook. I have my own broker website on Facebook, separate to my personal one.
What's that called?
Just Stretan Stojiljkovic, Aussie mortgage broker.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Yep. And do that. And obviously we can find you on the BNI app as well and BNI website as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. So it's pretty easy to get in contact. You can search mobile broker Aussie Sunshine Coast. There's a few of us on there, but I know my name's a bit unique, so you can't get it mixed up, but maybe spell it wrong, but you certainly won't miss it.
Yeah. Even if you spell it half close, it'll probably still come up.
Yeah, yeah. The app is really good for anyone that's thinking about starting their loan journey. The app is a good place to start. And when I start my first conversation with someone new, I get them to download the app while I'm talking to them, so they've got it and they've got access to it.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's a fantastic idea. Yeah, it's a real game changer, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Aussie are always doing things like that. The other thing we offer a whole find, buy, and own solution for customers.
oh yeah,
So they actually offer conveyancing and solicitor services. They offer buying agents as well.
yeah, okay,
I haven't used any of them because they're fairly new,
yeah,
so I'm just letting them settle in before I jump maybe on there. But again, I've got people in my chapter who fill some of those categories who I've been sending referrals to. So my loyalty is to the BNI guys first.
yeah, yeah, for sure. All right. Well, last question then. What's your BNI core value? What's the one? What's your favorite?
Look, the giver's gain is like a given, but relationships is my standout core value. Because a lot of times we look at when we join things or we go to things, we look for it as a transaction. And if you're looking at it that way, you're not going to get the best out of BNI. So I think forming those long-lasting relationships with people is where the longevity comes and where all the business is going to come by having those relationships with people, not just being transactional, but actually
Yeah,
having a relationship and building that trust that we were talking about and credibility before.
yeah, yeah. No, that's you've hit it right on the head there. No, well said. Now, when are we going to start? When are we going to see Aussie ads again? Is Aussie John? Is he still around?
No, I'm sold the business to Commonwealth.
Oh, right. Okay.
So CBA bought them out.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years ago, Lendy Group bought the Aussie the Aussie part of it from CBA, which
Yeah.
has probably been a game changer for all us brokers because they were more technology driven,
Yeah.
whereas the old Aussie, will save you.
Yeah.
Um,
Aussie Wills. That's what made me think of it. Just a couple of cracker ads, weren't they?
well, it's so true, and it's just he was aiming at the the general population, and that's why he was so successful. Um,
I guess the younger generation probably don't know what we're talking about.
no, no, they wouldn't know that slogan, would they?
I wouldn't have seen the ads. That Aussie will save you.
I think the sun's still involved.
Yeah.
But certainly Lendy getting involved, our platform that we use is so interactive with customers.
Yeah.
So while I'm talking to you, I can be typing something in and you can see it at your end on the computer.
Yeah.
You
Great.
can download stuff, you can fill in stuff. It's really interactive. So that part of the equation, what Lendy have brought to the group, has certainly changed it for the brokers. So we can do things a lot quicker for people and be more accurate.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, look, Strat, it's been great chatting to you. I think I've known you nearly your whole BNI journey, and I love coming down there to CBD. You always have a good focus on things, and yeah, good to listen to your talk. So I much appreciate you being on the podcast today, and wish you every best, every success for the future.
No, thank you for having me, and I hope it was informative and helpful.
I'm sure it is. I think we'll get people on that app. I think we'll go from there.
Now
Thanks,
you got
mate.
to
All
get
the
it.
best.